Somewhere on this planet, a man makes his morning coffee in a kitchen that's legally in one country, then sits down to drink it in a living room that belongs to another. On another continent, kids walk to school in the air, so thin most visitors get dizzy. Elsewhere, a city wakes up below sea level, trusting concrete and pumps more than the ground under its feet, while streets that were already old when the first empires rose still fill with traffic like it's any other day. None of this is fiction. These are real cities on real maps, quietly pushing geography to its limits. Let's take a closer look at the places that don't play by the usual rules. The world's oldest cities, still alive, Jericho, in the West Bank, is often considered the oldest continuously inhabited city in the world. Archaeologists have discovered over 23 layers of ancient civilization here, dating back to around 9000 BCE. It is also recognized as the earliest known walled city in human history. Damascus, Syria, was founded around 3000 BCE and is widely considered the oldest continuously inhabited capital city on Earth. Evidence from surrounding areas shows humans may have lived in the region as early as 9000 BCE. Byblos in Lebanon began as a fishing settlement around 6000 BCE and became a major trading port by 4000 BCE. It played a key role in the development of the Phoenician alphabet, which influenced many modern writing systems. Aleppo, Syria, has been inhabited since at least 5000 to 6000 BCE. Its location made it a strategic endpoint of the ancient Silk Road, turning it into one of the most important commercial centers of the ancient world. Fayoum, Egypt, was established around 4000 BCE and was originally called Shedet. It became an important religious city where people worshiped the crocodile god Sobek. Athens, Greece, has been continuously inhabited for at least 7,000 years. It is globally recognized as the birthplace of democracy and a foundational city for Western civilization. Cities at the highest and lowest extremes, La Rinconada, Peru, is the highest permanent settlement in the world, located at 5,100 meters above sea level. Around 50,000 people live there under extreme conditions, mainly working in nearby gold mines. La Paz, Bolivia, is the highest seat of government in the world, sitting at 3,640 meters above sea level. Due to thin air, even sports behave differently there, with golf balls traveling noticeably farther than at lower elevations. El Alto, Bolivia, is the highest large city on Earth, with a population of about 1.2 million people living at an altitude of 4,150 meters. Jericho is also the lowest permanently inhabited city in the world, sitting 258 meters below sea level. This makes it geographically unique among all cities on Earth. Baku, Azerbaijan, holds the record for the lowest capital city, located 28 meters below sea level along the coast of the Caspian Sea. Honolulu, Hawaii, is the most isolated city on Earth with more than 100,000 residents. The nearest comparable city is 3,850 kilometers away. Auckland, New Zealand, holds the title for the most isolated city with over 1 million people. Cities with extreme weather. Wellington, New Zealand, is officially the windiest city in the world, with an average wind speed of 29 miles per hour. Its location along the Cook Strait exposes it to strong atmospheric systems called the Roaring Forties. Totoro, Colombia, is considered the cloudiest city on Earth, receiving fewer than 637 hours of sunshine per year. St. John's, Canada, experiences an average of 120 foggy days per year, making it one of the foggiest cities in the world. San Francisco's fog is so common that residents have nicknamed it Carl the Fog. The city's fog is caused by a phenomenon known as advection fog, created when cool ocean air meets warmer land temperatures. Yakutsk, Russia, is the coldest inhabited city on Earth, where winter temperatures frequently drop below -40 degrees Celsius. Because the ground is permanently frozen, buildings must be constructed on stilts to avoid melting the permafrost. Bangkok, Thailand, is the hottest capital city in the world based on average annual temperature, with a consistent yearly average of about 25 degrees Celsius. Monrovia, Liberia, is the wettest capital city, receiving approximately 5,207 millimeters of rain per year, creating extremely humid conditions year-round. Engineering and infrastructure records Chongqing, China is known as the bridge capital of the world, with over 10,000 bridges within the metropolitan area. Hamburg, Germany, holds the European record for the most bridges in a city, with between 2,496 and 2,500 bridges, more than Venice, Amsterdam, and London combined. Cape Coral, Florida, has the most extensive canal system in the world, with more than 400 miles of navigable waterways running through the city. Venice, Italy, is built on 118 small islands and connected by roughly 400 bridges, making it one of the most unique urban layouts ever constructed. The London Underground, opened in 1863, is the oldest metro system in the world still in operation. The Beijing subway is the longest metro network globally, stretching 891 kilometers. The New York City subway has the most stations, totaling 472. Chongqing's Hongyankun Station is the deepest metro station, located 116 meters underground, while the Shanghai Metro has the highest annual ridership in the world. Population, power, and political oddities. As of 2025, about 58% of the world's population lives in cities, showing how urban life now dominates global civilization. There are currently 37 megacities worldwide, meaning cities with over 10 million residents. Tokyo, Japan, remains the largest, with around 37 million people in its metropolitan area. Manila, Philippines, is the most densely populated city in the world, with approximately 46,000 people per square kilometer, creating extreme pressure on housing and infrastructure. Bengaluru, India, has been the fastest-growing city over the last 20 years, while Kinshasa, Democratic Republic of Congo, continues to grow at an annual rate of 5%, making it one of the fastest-expanding urban populations on Earth. Kampala, Uganda, has the youngest population of any major city, with 48% of residents under age 15. In contrast, Sapporo, Japan, has one of the oldest populations, with 30% over the age of 65. Istanbul, Turkey, is one of the world's most famous transcontinental cities, physically located in both Europe and Asia. Other cities split across continents include Suez in Egypt and Atyrau in Kazakhstan. Meanwhile, Vatican City remains the smallest independent state on Earth, entirely enclosed inside Rome. Some borders are so complex that cities like Barla-Hertog and Barla-Nassau contain 22 separate national enclaves inside each other. Brasilia, Brazil, was built in just 4 years and designed to resemble an airplane from above, while Canberra, Australia, was purpose-built after a design competition. Ashgabat, Turkmenistan, enforces strict aesthetic rules, including uniform white marble architecture and bans on behaviors like chewing gum. Bangkok also holds the record for the longest ceremonial city name in the world, containing 168 letters, while Astana, Kazakhstan, holds the record for the most capital name changes in modern history. These are not myths. These are not exaggerated stories. These are real cities, real people, and real geography shaping how civilization survives. Atyrau, Kazakhstan, is another city that exists across 2 continents. It sits along the Ural River, which traditionally marks the dividing line between Europe and Asia. What makes this unique is that residents can physically move between continents simply by crossing a bridge. This geographic distinction gives Atyrau cultural and symbolic importance, as it connects European and Asian identities within a single urban area. Vatican City is the smallest independent country in the world, both in population and land area. Despite its tiny size, it holds immense global influence as the spiritual center of the Roman Catholic Church. What makes it even more unique is that it is completely surrounded by the city of Rome, Italy. It is the only country located entirely within another city, with its own government, laws, postal system, and even its own guards, the Swiss Guard. Barla-Hertog, Belgium, and Barla-Nassau, Netherlands, share one of the most complex borders on Earth. The Belgian town of Barla-Hertog consists of 22 separate enclaves located inside Dutch territory. As a result, borders cut directly through streets, shops, and homes. In some buildings, the front door might be in one country while the living room is in another. To manage this complexity, the borders are marked with white crosses on the pavement, turning everyday geography into a legal puzzle. Brasília, Brazil, is a planned capital city that was built in just 4 years during the late 1950s. Its design was intended to represent modernity and national ambition. From the air, the city's layout resembles the shape of an airplane, with government buildings forming the cockpit and wings. This bold architectural vision makes Brasília one of the most distinctive capitals in the world. Canberra, Australia, was also purpose-built as a capital city. It was created as a political compromise between Sydney and Melbourne, which both wanted the status of capital. After an international design competition in 1913, the city was planned with wide avenues, large green spaces, and carefully designed civic buildings. Ashgabat, Turkmenistan, is known for its white marble architecture and strict regulations. The city holds records for its concentration of marble buildings and monuments. Over time, authorities have imposed unusual rules, including restrictions on public behavior and appearance, contributing to its reputation as one of the most tightly controlled capitals. Astana, Kazakhstan, is notable for undergoing multiple name changes in a short period, reflecting shifting political narratives and leadership priorities. Each name represented a new era in the country's modern history. Shanghai, China, operates the metro system with the highest annual ridership in the world. Millions of people rely on it daily, making it a powerful symbol of urban scale and modern transportation efficiency. Every city is a conversation between the land and the people determined to live on it. We've seen how far urban life pushes geography. These 30 cities are only a small part of a much larger story. A world where maps look fixed, but the places on them are constantly changing, expanding, and quietly redefining what is possible. Subscribe and keep exploring the hidden side of reality.